Have you ever wondered whether or not it's okay for shorter men to wear double-breasted suits? Well, I'm going to clear that up today. Gentlemen, my name is Brock McGough, and you're watching The Modest Man. So here's the deal. You've probably heard on various style forums and, GQ.com that shorter guys should stay away from double-breasted suits because it's only going to make them look shorter and maybe even fatter than they really are. Gentlemen, this is nonsense. Okay, there's some truth to it, but if you follow 3 simple rules, you can pull off a double-breasted suit or jacket like the best of them. So first off, what is a double-breasted suit? So it's really simple. Structurally, there's only one difference between a double-breasted jacket and a single-breasted jacket. So a normal single-breasted jacket, the flaps of fabric in the front of the jacket come together, they meet in the middle, and the buttons go right down the center. Okay, for a double-breasted jacket, the flaps overlap each other and there are 2 columns of buttons. And that's it. That's the only difference between a normal single-breasted suit and a double-breasted jacket. Now, culturally, there are some differences. So these days, a double-breasted suit is not as common as a single-breasted suit. Like, it's a little more rare, so it's going to be seen as a little flashier, a little dressier, a little more, it's going to stand out more if you wear a double-breasted jacket just because people aren't used to seeing it as much. So you probably wouldn't wear a double-breasted suit to a job interview or a funeral, but you might wear it to a cocktail party or a wedding, for example. So it's just kind of a little bit of a different vibe with the double-breasted suit. Okay, so how do you wear one without looking short and boxy? You gotta follow 3 simple rules. Rule number 1, your suit has to fit impeccably well. Now, this is true with any suit, especially for men who are under 5'9". If your suit doesn't fit, you're gonna look terrible, okay? But if your suit does fit, it's one of the most flattering things any guy can wear, especially a shorter guy. So for your double-breasted suits, the name of the game here is getting rid of excess fabric. That should be your goal. So you don't want excess fabric anywhere in your suit, through the sleeves, through the torso, and the thighs. You wanna remove as much of that excess fabric as possible, okay, without your suit being really tight. I actually like the description that Baron from The Effortless Gent uses. He says that he likes his suits to fit like armor. Okay, and I like that description because you want to feel your jacket. You want it to be sitting close to your body without being tight. Okay? So rule number 1, make sure it fits. Rule number 2, keep your jacket length on the shorter side. Now, jacket length for suits is one of those things that is very subject to change depending on what's trendy. So sometimes longer jackets are in, sometimes shorter jackets are in. That changes. But with double-breasted suits, you should err on the side of a shorter jacket. Everybody's different. Some people have longer torsos, some people have longer legs. But a good rule of thumb is to make sure that the jacket just barely covers your butt. Okay, it shouldn't go much farther past where your butt meets your legs. If it goes a lot farther than that, it might be too long, and with double-breasted jackets in particular, that's a bad look on shorter guys. Another rule, or another little trick you can use, is if you can reach down and curl your fingers under your jacket, that's good. If you have to reach for it to find the bottom of your jacket, it's probably too long. Okay, so rule number 2, keep your jacket cropped extra short. Rule number 3, go with a 4x2 or a 4x1 button configuration. Now, if that seems really confusing, I'm just going to break it down. So, double-breasted jackets have 2 columns of buttons. They either have 2 rows or 3 rows. Okay, if it has 3 rows, that's a 6-button suit. It could be a 6x2, which means it has 6 buttons and 2 of them fasten. Okay, or it could be a 4x2, like this one, where it has 4 buttons and 2 of them fasten. It could also be a 4x1, where it has 4 buttons and only 1 of them actually fastens. It doesn't really matter, but my point is to stay away from 6-button suits because it's a lot of buttons to fit into a relatively short torso. And if you're under 5'9", you probably have a relatively short torso. So stick with a 4x2 or a 4x1 button configuration. It's going to look less crowded and a little more natural for your build. Okay, gentlemen, if you follow those 3 guidelines, you can pull off a double-breasted jacket like the best of them. As always, I'd love to hear your thoughts on this, so leave a comment down below. Do you wear double-breasted jackets? Do you like them? Do you hate them? Do you disagree with everything I've said here? Leave a comment, and if you like this video, be sure to subscribe. Until next time, stay stylish.